You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. You were the one who rescued those the Absolute had imprisoned. You were courageous to brave the depths of Ketheric's stronghold. I suppose you know about Ketheric then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel. A faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Go on, finish the thought.
I just listened to the message again. Are you really sure you can trust someone who's infected?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
The Last Light Inn does not permit the bearing of arms. For the safety of all patrons, please leave your weapons at the door.
And doodahs.
know you're keen. Chance will come.
Last night's best bargains, right here!
I need your senses sharp.
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back.
Maybe I need more pockets.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it? I'm sorry it came to that. But if it was you or them, I'd pick you every time.
You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see, well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
In your name.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last night's best bargains, right here.
Seems that way.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Why are you smiling at me?
I just
Uh-huh.
Are you really sure we
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
We don't even know how long Roland's been gone.
Let's listen to the message again. Maybe we missed something.
Hey, soldier. You know I'm up for it, but you...
moving in? How can I help?
I'd be delighted, though some...
Excellent choice.
Who's next?
I have such a headache. Already feeling better.
And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1
I'd love to join, but I don't think I like...
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Patient. Good chance.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Not personally. I mean, I wish. She's an absolute legend. Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baal sport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always... some outer city... Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Have you forgotten what to expect?
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter. Did you learn anything more? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketheric has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else?
Well, well, well.
Are you really sure we can trust?
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
Keep it together. Light on my feet. Wonder what's past this.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Fine. We'll rest here for a while. Then we leave for Baldur's Gate.
Let's listen to the message again.
Not by faith.
Maybe we missed something.
The air is heavy. Deadly. Too much. Too dangerous.
Roland said sit tight. But what's...
Premium treat.
Of course Roland went looking for us. If
Leah, Cal, if you see this, stay put. I will return in a 10-day at most. I repeat, stay put.
You'll need help to survive those
You probably
shadows.
didn't want the wrong ears to listen.
Only a fool would face them alone.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
What's inside?
That's curious.
I missed that. Awesome. Have a gander at the finest.
This is clear, Mom. Good.
We should open our own place in Baldur's Gate.
Don't want any surprises.
no, we're not separating again. Not even for Roland.
Then we have to do as Roland says and sit tight.
I keep asking Jahira about my friends. She says she doesn't know where they are.
We'll figure this out, all right?
Last night's best bargains, right here.
True soul? Go on. Finish them. Are you really sure? Yes. Until Jahira gives me reason to think otherwise.
Damn it.
Don't mind if I do.
Reinforced walls. Here is good. Safe.
I agree, sir. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Maybe we missed something.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Might be worth a gander.
Fearsome black and red. We are living. They are dead. Two of us safe to the end.
Hear me, Moon Maiden.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
And do just what we please. Together, waiting for the sun. Forever we see shadows
Shine, have a gander at the finest stock.
hiding places brighter.
Moose says if you like it, it means you're a grown-up.
Something's on my mind.
Ah, everyone seems to be quite aflutter. Do you know why? You did? But that means... Wolverine! Wolverine!
Premium
Where is he?
trinkets and doodahs.
Ah!
Where's the TV? Keep watch. Keep wary.
Hiss! I say hiss!
I see. Yes, perhaps you're right. I call myself His Majesty. Fine. I'd rather die. It was quite straightforward. I slinked. Plenty of pointless banging about. The only highlight was when the cleric here promised me a bit of milk that is yet to materialize. My conclusion? She's a liar.
One of us stays here.
Wolverine!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkas?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkas?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wolverine.
You don't belong here, Barkas. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wolverine... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home! Say that again.
Let's not be uncivilized. Wolverine, perhaps we can talk more later, when you've had a moment to settle in.
Sure. Now, I've business to attend to. Good day to you both.
Well, there we have it. Wolverine is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. I hope you like it. It's a new type of smoke powder. Powerful stuff. Made it myself. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. One and the same. Well, once you're used to someone, you're used to them. Well, perhaps Wulbrin is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough. Yes? I'm sure you would.
Keeping an eye on those children from El Corral.
I thought we'd be closer to the city.
Reinforced walls. Secured entrance.
Bargains right here!
I agree, sir. This gives us time to regroup.
I don't think Mo would like that.
Have a gander at the finest stuff.
You wish to speak?
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Why is he smiling at me?
Are you really
I'm
sure?
just glad you're safe.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Mol's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. To play the game. The vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. All in good time, dear. See you soon.
Shine, have a gander at the finest.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. We should at least try. The girl's as bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But I think she's clever enough to flee before the jaws close around her neck. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Moll would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
There must be something more we can do.
Last light's best.
Gear up.
Hey, it's Darren. Let's say hi.
Making me antsy.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists.
Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news. I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
Glad you and Karlak are all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
Need anything? It's perfect. Need anything? Need anything? Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have? There. Need anything? I'll be here if you...
Defender of the people.
This place gives me the creeps.
Don't give me trouble now.
Need anything?
I have something to ask.
No. Still incapable.
I remain unshown. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? A kindred spirit, but I only wish to be an ox. Do you understand? Brutality? Don't be silly. I like grass. I like my harness. I like the warmth of the stable. You believe in your own doom. I believe in the life I can make for myself. Scurry on now. I admire your ability to graciously all I wanted.
Sometimes the only way out is through. I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's gods above and devils below. That ox was a bloody shapeshifter. Thanks for handling it. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead.
Which way to the nearest library?
No one back home will ever